I didn't exercise yesterday because my stomach was upset, which my stomach does feel better today, but I still ixnayed on coffee just in case. And today's workout is supposed to be arms, which I need to do anyway because I need to build muscle there, and then stretch. So I guess I'll just do a more intense stretch. But I will add on the HIIT cardio workout tonight on top of arms and stretching because I typically do arms and stretching anyway. Good morning, everyone. Had kind of an interesting morning just because I got a new foundation, and part of you are gonna be like, oh, this is not interesting, but like it's a funny story. I typically use powder foundation. I got this, it's a container about this big. It's got like the bottom chamber has a powder in it, and then the top chamber has like this little cushion and then like little holes so that way like it comes through. Well, I've had shadow like that before, eyeshadow that I use, and typically it's like pretty filled to the top. Well, this isn't full, it's like halfway. And so it says like, you close it and you shake it and then you use it. Well, I tried using the little pad. I wasn't going to use it at first, but then I tried using it and it just wasn't applying fast enough. Like I wasn't getting enough on it. So I was like, screw this pad. And I even tried like, like shaking it a lot and then like trying to pick up the pad and trying to pick up like with my brush, and I still couldn't get it. So I was like, screw the pad. Threw it to the side. I didn't throw it away because it's a nice little pad. I'll just wash it and use it for something else. And then I just shook it a couple times and I got like a good amount on there, and I was like, okay, good. This is what I need. Well, I just very gently pat my brush in it and it went everywhere, but I didn't realize this yet. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be gentle, and cause like I got it like everywhere. And what's good about it is like it's so fine that it blends very quickly, very easily. And my brush is able to get a lot of it, so I can like go boom, 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 and then just blend, and I'm done, more or less. And I'm glad it didn't take very long, and I'm glad that I liked it, because I then looked down and I had powder all over the place. Funny enough, this is the first day in a couple of days that my legs and my arms aren't, like my arms are still kind of sore, and like my legs are still kind of sore, but like nowhere near they have been like the last couple of days. And so that just means I have to work harder today. I am very upset that I didn't work out yesterday. Like I'm glad that I didn't, because I would have, going to bed would have been a lot harder. But Jared was even telling me, he's like, you don't have to work out today or tonight because you've worked late, we were going out, your stomach's upset, that's fine. But as long as this day doesn't turn into a couple of days and then a week and then you've stopped completely, that's the goal. So today was an okay day. This morning was wonderful because the Royal Historians, like every single show was so hysterically funny. They were on point, to the point where I was like crying of laughter every single show. So that was great. The last two shows kind of stressed me out just because we had like, it was just one of those serious and unfortunate events right after another, and it was just enough to kind of stress me out. And then we had like, of course, our last show. And then I realized that I could have totally gotten an ER, and the managers just didn't improve it, which is frustrating, but beside the point. I had a great morning, had a lot of fun, had a lot of really nice guests, a lot of really good conversations. The Candy Man visited again and brought us some Dum Pops, and I absolutely love them. And yeah, now I'm gonna go home and I'm going to work out because I didn't yesterday, but today I'm going to jump back into it. And I actually got some really good encouragement from some other cast members that also worked out and lost like 15 pounds, so that was nice. So I just looked at my schedule and the show times for tomorrow. Typically I close on Sundays, but I'm out at 7:30 tomorrow, which is the same time I'm out today. So I wanted to see and I didn't close today, so I wanted to see like what the deal with that is. So I looked up the show times. Our last showtime tomorrow is at 6:30, but tomorrow is the day that we start doing our first show at 9:30, which is why I'm opening at 8 o'clock sometime next week. Which on the one hand, I have to get up earlier, but I'm gonna be out earlier in the day, which I personally like because I'm home with a little more time in my day. Even though technically my day is just being shifted, I still like being home, because like this way, like literally we would have been done, like our show would have been over, closing up shop, whatever at this point, instead of like doing our last show right now. So that'll be nice. That'll definitely take some getting used to though. I'm gonna have to start buckling down and having my bedtime be at 9 o'clock instead of 10, which means I'm gonna have to start getting ready and relaxed for bed at 8 instead of 9. It's gonna be a different change, which it's gonna kind of suck just because Jared already, his schedule is later than mine, and so now I'm gonna even be earlier than him. It's okay. It's alright. We will get over it. It is hotter in the car than it is out here. Literally, guys, I am so annoyed. I started vlogging about it and then I like stopped. This guy just like really irritated me. I never use my horn, like my car horn, to honk at people, just because, unless like it's, you know, like last minute type of a thing. And this guy behind me, this van, kept honking at me over and over again because I was trying to make a left turn and he was making a right turn, but I didn't have the right of way, and he just kept honking at me, and it just like made me anxious. And he literally honked at me like 6 or 7 times, and I was just like, it made me so mad. And so I think I'm actually gonna go for a run like at the gym to work out today, because I need to do a cardio workout anyway. So I think I'm just gonna go and just like be. On top of everything else, I just got a new Etsy order, which is exciting, but I wasn't planning on doing any extra projects this week, and they just told me they need it sooner than later. So now I'm a little more stressed than I was before. What's wonderful is there's nobody in here. Yes. Intense workout. 30-minute run. Oh gosh. 30-minute run. 2 miles, over 200 calories burned. And now we're going to do some lifting. I think we should call it a night and head home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today ends the first full week. Well, actually technically tomorrow will end it, but first week of working out again consecutively. Here's to the next couple of months, and I will see you guys tomorrow.